Good morning. My name is Scott Redler, Chief Strategic Officer at T3Live.com.
And I'm Brittany Umar, and together we bring you Morning Call Express. We are seeing mixed markets around the world. Europe has gone from red to green, brushing off weaker German GDP and slower French economic data. And it seems as though Putin's comments about potential peace may have had something to do with that.
It could have been. It could also have been that some of these indices that have been so oversold had it priced in. I've been trying to target the German, ETF, the EWG, because the DAX almost 12% off the highs. Figure could be an opportunity. So with the GDP lighter and the French lighter, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, we'll see if Putin is really just, flapping his gums, or if that's true. And if it's true, the whole Russia sanction thing, it was one of the reasons why Europe got so weak. But anyway, you look at the EWG after the move that we've seen. This was your false breakout, a sell signal. Here was when it retested this broken accelerated trend, a sell signal, another sell signal. So down here, I'm like, let me try it. So yesterday I nibbled a little bit on the EWGs, and I do think that there's a trade, just a trade, perhaps up to 29, maybe even up to 29.50, and that would be nice during the summer months.
Yes, and we had a solid session yesterday in our markets. Our futures are up this morning, but now we head into some bigger resistance.
Yes, and we have to navigate these ranges, and these ranges have been navigatable. You had the break of 1970, and then finally we came into 1906, close to that 1885, and we ignited. So you look at the chart here, you'll see that this was your break of 1970, your break of 1952, and then it held the 100-day, and from there we've bounced. And a pretty tradable bounce, even for August, which has been thin and with light volume. So here we are, opening a little bit above. This 1956 should be some formidable resistance. So if you put on some positions in here, maybe trim and trail into this spot, and if you covered into the 100-day or into what was a 4.5% normal correction, which we've seen, could be a spot to retest some shorts, but don't be stubborn.
Yes, and a couple key sectors that were acting well include technology, which also had a solid session. The Q showing relative strength, as now it negates the right shoulder of what some say is a head and shoulders pattern.
Yes, and that right shoulder could be telling, because either it gets rejected on price or it clears through and squeezes shorts and you have to switch gears. You look real quickly at the Qs here. Remember this head and shoulders pattern that everyone was calling, and then right here is when it broke to the upside. Hopefully you switch some gears there.
All right, and the bios.
Wait,
oh, go ahead.
Before we get into that, let's go fast forward to this new fresh one here. A lot of people saying head and shoulders pattern there. Almost looks negated if it stays above 95.75. I would not be looking to just be short tech.
All right, and the bios, as I was going to say, also had a good day yesterday with some key stocks on the move. We have been talking about how it had been acting better, and it continues to.
And yesterday gave you that trade with a lot of those key stocks. So you look real quickly at the IBB, you will see there's been spots to navigate it. Here is one when it broke, and then you had the pivot went to the upside, and look how it held higher in here. So yesterday it triggered above 252. Now we'll see if it can hold above that for another move above 260.
Oh, and over in high beta, Apple continues to act well since that red dog reversal that we saw on Friday. And of course, everybody's looking forward to that big event on September 9th. So perhaps that could continue to be a catalyst.
Yes, it's been 4 days up since then. So you always want to trim and trail. But if you look at the chart here, still very strong. Nice reversal at the 50-day. Heading higher. There could be some resistance around 98. But again, I don't think this is the high of the year here at 99.44.
Netflix also strong. What kind of setup do you see there?
Nice bull flag potential continuation setup. Go right to the chart. It's been acting real strong. This was one spot when it cleared this 435, and now it's going sideways. Nice bull flag. If it could trigger above 455 with authority, I think that the highs here of 475 probably is not a problem.
All right, and over in social media, Facebook and Twitter, positive action there, but no real momentum. We did see Yelp get going yesterday, so perhaps they can get going as well.
Yeah, and both had good numbers, and they've been consolidating. Maybe the upgrade in Twitter by Merrill will help. So you look here at Twitter. This was their gap up, digestion, popping above it. I am in some of this above 44.72. Perhaps it gets momentum. Facebook also going sideways since gapping up on earnings, maybe above 74.25. Some shorts will get squeezed. It could move better. Look at what happened here in Yelp when shorts get squeezed. Big move above 71. Now we'll see with a little bit of time if it can get above this 75-ish.
All right, I know they're not very exciting to you, but let's check in on those metals still hanging around. What are the key levels to watch in GLD?
Well, you still have that gap holding, but it hasn't broken out with any momentum yet. You look at the GLD. They wanted to be a little stronger this morning, but I guess on the Putin comments it came in a little bit. I'd say as long as it stays above 125.37, perhaps you could have a trade here. If it were to clear 126.81, you know, maybe you get a little momentum back, but momentum in gold has been hard from day to day.
All right, and that is your Morning Call Express. Happy trading. Have a great day.